We talked about the difference between adverbs and adjectives and how adverbs usually describe verbs and they usually come after the verb. So for example, here we say she speaks French fluently. So we're talking about the way she speaks French or how she speaks French, right? So we're describing the way she speaks French. And when we do that, we use an adjective. We use an adverb. So adverbs, they usually work with verbs. Or you can say, for example, he studies hard, or he plays football well, right? Or she cooks excellently. All of these are adverbs. And if you remember, in our previous lesson, we talked about one of the things that we can use to usually spot adverbs is the ly. Most adverbs have ly, right? So we can say fluently, we say excellently, we can also say easily, beautifully, fluently, of course. So all of these, all of them are adverbs because they have the suffix or the ending ly. So if a word has the ending ly, this means it's an adverb. But we also have some, some irregular adverbs. For example, hard is an irregular adverb because it's the same, hard worker, or he studies hard. So hard can be an adverb and it can also be an adjective. It depends how you use it, but it's the same word for both. So we talked about this in our last lesson. We also talked about some of the activities that you can do outdoors or in the adventure center, because we talked about two different adventure centers. So some of the things here you can do outdoors, like sailing, surfing, cooking, maybe camping, riding a horse. All of these things you usually do outdoors, but some of the things you can do indoors. So you can play chess indoors, you can play a musical instrument indoors. So we talked about this, and we did a few exercises here. We changed, if you check number 5, here we have excuse me, here we have a list of adjectives and we want to change them into adverbs. So quick becomes quickly. What about happy? How do we change happy?
happily,
Correct. Happy, happily. That's right. What about fast?
fastly,
Fast.
Is it the same or do we change it? What do you think? It's the same, right? So
Yes.
fast, hard. It's the same, right? Because it's an irregular adverb. So we say he drives fast, or he's a he's a fast driver. It's the same. What about slow?
slowly,
Slowly.
Slowly, correct. What about careful? What's the adverb?
carefully,
Carefully.
Carefully, correct. Hard,
hard,
Hard.
it's the same. Hard, yeah. What about quiet?
Quietly.
Quietly, yes. He speaks quietly, or he talks quietly, or the cats move quietly, correct. What about bad?
badly,
Badly.
Badly, he drives badly. Okay, correct, yeah. So all of these are examples of our from our last lesson. So we talked about this in our last lesson. What else did we talk about? Yeah, so this was our topic from last time. Okay, now in today's lesson, we're going to talk a little bit about imperatives. Okay, so an imperative in English is when someone gives you an order and tells you to do something. We call this an imperative. So imperatives are usually used by parents, maybe also doctors. Sometimes they tell their patients, right? They tell them stop eating bad food, stop smoking, right? This is an order, it's an imperative. The same thing with mothers. Usually they tell their children, clean your room, do your homework, eat your dinner, right? All of this, what do we call this in Arabic when we say do something?
نصائح.
No, it's stronger.
أمر.
Amr. Yeah, Amr, صح. An imperative is معناها أمر. When someone tells you to do something, it's not advice. You know, if you use should or shouldn't, maybe this is advice, right? If someone says, you shouldn't eat too much bread. Now, this is advice. You shouldn't. Or for example, if someone tells you, you should do more exercise. Now, this is advice. So you can use should and shouldn't for advice, but you can use the infinitive directly. If you use the infinitive directly, this is an imperative, okay? So today we'll talk a little bit about that. But first of all, let's start with some vocabulary. So in today's lesson, we are going to focus on health. So we'll talk a little bit about health, okay? So here it says tick the phrases you know. So if you know it, just tick it. If you don't know it, no problem, because we're going to check it in the exercise. All right, so let's find, okay, Brad, can you read these, please? Can you read the words in the box?
Okay. هذا yellow box.
No, this one. Let me show you. I'll show you here. The gray box. This one. The red box. Vocabulary number 1. Can you see the red box?
Okay. Do exercise. Get started. Get fit. Lose weight. Stop smoking. Go to the gym. Eat fried food. High, low in fat. Drink alcohol. Have a heart attack.
Oh, okay, very nice, very good. Okay, so let's see these words. Does everybody know these words? Phrases. Do all of you know these phrases? Are they clear? Rashid?
Yes.
Yes, everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's good. If everybody knows them, then we can easily do the exercise. So we have a nice and simple exercise here in page 142. Let's go down. Okay, so let's match. Alaikum salam. Hi, Abdurrahman. How are you today?
I'm fine, and you?
Alhamdulillah, good. Okay, so I can't show you all of the photos together, but let's do the first group, okay? All right, can you see the words here?
Yes.
We have do exercise, lose weight, stop smoking, get stressed, get fit, all of these words. Let's match them. So the first one is answer, do exercise. This is H. Now, what about lose weight? Where's lose weight? Can you see lose weight?
C.
Yeah, I think that's right. C is lose weight, correct? What about stop smoking? Can you see stop? F. Nice, okay. Maybe if we do them with the pictures, it's easy. It's easier this way. What about A? Which one is A?
Eat fried food.
I don't know. Fried food? No.
Healthy food.
It's another one. Not eat fried food.
Fast food.
What is photo A? What do you think, Najat? What's photo A?
High and low in fat.
Yes, I think that's correct. It's high in fat and low in fat, right? Yeah. Which one is high in fat? The hamburger or the salad?
Burger.
Yeah,
hamburger.
yeah, of
Hey.
course. The hamburger and fries, it's high in fat. And of course, it's delicious. And the salad is low in fat and it doesn't taste very good. Okay, so this means picture A, this is high in fat, low in fat. What about picture B? What's picture B?
Go to the gym. No.
Get stereo seed.
Get stressed, you mean? No, it's not
Yes.
that.
Where?
Photo B. What do you think photo B is?
Gym.
What about photo D?
Go
Gym.
to the gym.
Yes, photo D, go to the gym.
Lost
we
weight.
have a heart attack.
Lost weight.
Where's the heart attack? Get fit, maybe, Rashid?
Yes.
Maybe get fit. I think maybe that's correct. Yeah.
Get fit, see.
No, I think get fit is C. I think is lose weight, right? We answered it.
Okay.
C is lose weight. Let's do D. Okay, let's leave B. What about D? D is easy, I think.
Go to the gym.
Yeah.
Go to the gym.
I think so too. Go to the gym. E. What's E?
Drink alcohol.
Yeah, it's alcohol. Drink alcohol. F. We did it. What about G? What's G?
Have a heart attack.
Yeah, I think have a heart attack. This is G.
Have a heart
Yes.
attack.
Okay.
شو معناها؟
Heart attack. Do you know what a heart attack is, Najat? Sorry, I mean Hannah.
No.
No. Heart attack is when your heart stops working. Do you know the heart? Do you know your
Yes.
heart? What happens when it stops?
He died.
You die. Sometimes you don't die, but most of the time you do die. نوبة قلبية. هنا.
Okay.
Heart attack, yes. So this is a heart attack. Okay, let's see the other three pictures here in the bottom. What's H? جاوبينها. H is do exercise, number one. Okay. I. What's I?
Eat fried food.
Correct. This is eat fried food. Let's write it. Eat fried food. What about the last picture here? J.
Get stressed.
Yes, Samiha?
Get stressed.
Yeah, I think that's correct. Get stressed. So get stressed is J. So this means get fit. آخر واحدة فضلتنا, right?
Yes. Number B.
It's B. Get fit. Get fit is B. What's the difference? What's the difference between lose weight and get fit? Is there a difference or is it the same thing?
Yes.
Lose weight.
The difference between lose weight and get fit, is it the same thing or is it different?
Different.
What's
The
the
same?
difference? The same? Who thinks it's the same? And who thinks it's different?
Different.
Okay.
Different.
Okay, most of you think it's different, but in what way is it different? How is it different?
Maybe
by doing sport.
Okay, but you can also lose weight by doing sport, right?
Yes.
Okay, what do you think, Rashid?
I think lose weight. Stop eating and get fit. Stop eating and go to the gym.
Okay. Okay, that's true. If you want to get fit, you also have to do exercise. Stopping unhealthy food alone is not good enough, right?
Yes.
So to get fit, you need like two things. You need to stop eating unhealthy food, or maybe eat less food if you're overweight, of course, and go to the gym. Start doing exercise. If you do these things together, you will get fit. But if you're overweight, if you're very fat, even if you reduce food, if you eat less, you will lose weight without getting fit. You get the idea?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So they're close, but not exactly the same. Of course, to get fit is much better than just losing weight. Okay, so so now we know all the words. We can go back. So let's go back and let's check our next exercise. Okay, let's check. Okay, so so we talked about some vocabulary, which is related to health here in number 1. Okay, now I'd like to ask you in part B, which of these phrases match a healthy or unhealthy lifestyle? Okay, so for healthy words or healthy lifestyle, let's use a red box, and or maybe the opposite, let's use the green box for healthy lifestyle. Okay, so from this box of words, do exercise, lose weight, stop smoking. So here, all of these are divided into healthy lifestyle and unhealthy lifestyle. Okay, so let's start with words which are related to, which match a healthy lifestyle. What about the first one? Do exercise. Healthy lifestyle?
Yes.
Okay, so let's use the green box. Lose weight?
Yes.
Healthy.
Yes.
Healthy lifestyle. Stop smoking?
Yes.
Healthy.
Healthy.
Healthy lifestyle. Get stressed?
No.
Unhealthy.
Okay.
Unhealthy.
Unhealthy.
Yes. So get stressed. This is unhealthy. What about get fit?
Healthy.
Healthy.
That's correct. Yes. Get fit. This is a healthy lifestyle. Go to the gym.
Healthy.
Healthy.
Healthy. Have a heart attack.
Unhealthy.
Unhealthy.
Yeah, unhealthy. Eat fried food.
Healthy.
Unhealthy.
Healthy or unhealthy?
Unhealthy.
Unhealthy.
But delicious or not delicious?
Delicious.
Delicious.
That's the problem. It's delicious. Okay. Drink alcohol, healthy or unhealthy?
Healthy.
Healthy?
Unhealthy.
Healthy or unhealthy? Actually,
Unhealthy.
yeah, it's usually unhealthy. High, what about high in fat? Is it healthy or unhealthy? High in fat.
Unhealthy.
Unhealthy.
Correct. High in fat is unhealthy. What about low in fat?
Healthy.
It's healthy. Okay. Of course, there are more details here. Sometimes it's high in fat. For example, if the fat is olive oil, this is better than, for example, low in fat and high in sugar, right? So not all fat is the same, and not all, there are small differences. يعني هنا يقولوا في العموم high fat is not good, of course, and low fat في العموم is good, but of course there are a few details, في تفاصيل يعني تانية. But very nice. So these are the correct answers. Okay, now in part C, they want to know, do you have a healthy or an unhealthy lifestyle, and why? Who would like to answer this question first? Samiha, would you like to try? Would you like to answer this question?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think you have a healthy lifestyle?
It's not very healthy.
You think it's not very healthy?
Yes.
Why not?
Because I didn't do a lot of exercise and always on stress. That's it.
And what about fried food? Do you eat a lot of fried food?
No, not a
Okay.
lot. I
Not
eat
a
a
lot.
lot of, not a lot.
Okay, okay. What about you, Selma? Do you think you have a healthy lifestyle or an unhealthy lifestyle? What do you think? Selma, are you there? Do you think you have a healthy lifestyle or an unhealthy lifestyle? Okay, Selma is not there. What about you, Abdurrahman? Can you tell us? What about your lifestyle? Is it healthy? Do you think it's healthy or unhealthy?
Not healthy, not unhealthy.
Okay, so it's in the middle.
Yes, because I do exercise.
Okay.
I sometimes I go to the gym.
That's good. So that's good. That's healthy. This is very healthy, right?
But the problem is the food.
The food? Do you eat
Yes.
unhealthy food?
Yes.
Do you eat salads and vegetables or no salads and vegetables?
Yes, I eat, but I eat eat fried food.
Do you eat it a lot or not a lot?
A lot.
A lot. Okay, but I think it's okay if you're not old. I think if you're not over 40 and you're exercising, I think it's okay. It's not a problem.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe later after you're 40, it's not very good. But now I think you can have fun, especially if you play football. This is very good.
Yeah,
and if you go to the gym, that's nice. Okay, so you can see here in exercise number 1, it's all about healthy lifestyle, unhealthy. This is what they want to know. Now, in exercise number 2, we're going to do a little bit of reading. But here we have some questions. What do you think here? Let's get your guesses here. I want your guesses. Number 1 here. What do you think is the disease? Which disease in Britain kills more people? Is it cancer or is it heart disease? What do you think? In the UK, in Britain. Heart disease? Who else thinks it's heart disease?
Yes, me too.
Yeah, okay. You think it's heart disease? What do you think?
disease.
Yes, Hannah?
Disease معناها
Disease, مرض, أمراض. It's singular, مرض. أمراض القلب يعني. Heart disease, أمراض القلب. So what do you think, Hannah? Do you think more people in Britain, they die from heart disease or they die from cancer? What do you think? Do you know cancer?
What does it like more people?
Do you know the meaning of cancer, Hannah?
Cancer, yes.
Okay. Let's check if everybody knows these 2 words. Abrar, do you know the meaning of cancer and heart disease? Do you know the meaning of cancer? Abrar is not there. Okay, just a second. Okay, what about number 2? How many adults die of heart disease in Britain every hour? What do you think? Can you hear me? صوتي واضح?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, قبل ما ننتقل لرقم 2 بدي نتأكد أن الكل يعرف معنى cancer and heart disease. Does everybody know the meaning of cancer and heart disease? هل الكل يعرف معناهم ولا؟ Okay, خلنا نشوفهم. Cancer, of course, the سرطانات بصفة عامة. This is cancer. This is the meaning of cancer. Okay? Cancer. هذا معنى cancer. Heart disease هي أمراض القلب. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. So here they're asking you, which do you think kills more people in the UK? Do you think it's cancer or do you think it's heart disease? What do you think?
Heart disease.
Okay, most of you said heart disease. Does anybody know how many people die from heart disease in Britain every hour?
No, the hour.
Yes. Can you guess?
Maybe not one every hour.
One
Two,
every
three.
hour?
2, 3.
2, 3 every hour?
No, not every hour, I think.
Not every hour? Hmm. Okay. We'll check.
I think it's 200 or maybe 100.
100, 200 maybe?
Yes.
That's a big number, right? Maybe you're right. Okay. What about number 3 here? Do you think do women have more heart attacks than men?
No.
No,
No?
I think
No.
Yeah.
What's the mini attack?
Attack. Heart attack. نوبة قلبية. Heart attack.
Okay.
مع بعضهم يعني heart attack.
Okay.
Okay. No, you think men have more heart attacks?
Yes.
yes.
Men, yes.
But why?
Smoking.
Men.
Smoking,
men.
maybe one of the reasons.
Smoking, more stress, I think.
More stress.
Just food.
Hard,
Food, maybe. And maybe marriage. Do you think?
Heart work.
No, about marriage, women is more.
Yeah.
More heart attacks.
Okay. But yes, I agree. I think men have more. I think you're right. Okay, number 4. We are guessing. Remember, we are only guessing. We will check
Yes.
from the reading. Okay, number 4. Where do people have more heart attacks? Do you think it's the UK or do you think it's Japan?
The UK.
The UK, of course.
We have more.
You think the UK?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What about salt? How many grams of salt is it okay? Is it good to eat every day? I mean, what's the maximum? What do you think?
How many?
How many grams of salt?
10.
10 grams, maybe. Okay. What about where's so Abdullah? Hi, can you hear us, Abdullah?
السلام عليكم.
Wa alaikum salam. Okay, so you can hear us.
Yeah.
Okay, number 6. How many portions of fruit and vegetables is it good to eat every day? Do you know what it means? Portions. This word. Portions.
Part.
Part. Yeah.
حصة.
حصة. Part. Yeah. صح. How many portions of fruit and vegetables is it good to eat every day? What do you think?
10 fruit, 10 vegetables.
10 fruits, 10 portions. Do you think you can eat 10 portions of fruit? I think it's a lot, right?
5 pieces of fruit and 5 pieces vegetables.
Maybe 5. Maybe 5 fruit, 5
4.
vegetables.
Yes.
3, 4, maybe. Okay. Is alcohol always one? Just one?
One fruit.
One fruit, Hannah, you think? Okay, what about alcohol? Is alcohol always bad for your health?
Yes.
Yes.
For your heart.
Is it always bad? Okay, we'll find out. Maybe that's right.
Not always.
Not always.
But
Okay. All right, so now let's check the article, okay? Let's read it together and let's find the answers to these questions. Let's find out. So let's start here from the beginning. Okay, I can't show you the whole thing together, but whenever you get to the end, to the bottom, just tell me. And okay, here. It says top tips for a healthy heart. Okay, so take your time. When you get to the bottom, just tell me, and I'll scroll down.
What, doctor? I can hear you.
Here, can you hear me? Read the
Yes.
article. Start reading the article. Okay.
Okay.
When you get to the bottom, just لما توصل يعني الأسفل مجرد قولوا لي باش ننزل الصفحة. Okay.
نقرأ البوكس الأصفر.
all of it. البوكس الأصفر واللي تحته النقاط 3 وما زال في نقاط ثانية بس نكملوا 3 وننزل الباقي يعني.
الله.
I finished.
Okay, good.
I finished.
I'm finished.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, has everyone finished?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, nice. So here, the question we have in part C, it says, read the article and find 4 things that are good for your heart and bad for your heart. Okay, now I'm interested in the last part of the question. Is there anything which is surprising for you here? It says, does anything in the article surprise you? What is it, Rashid? What surprised you?
When a man die every 3 minutes.
Yes, this is surprising, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but do you know the population of the UK? Do you know how many people live in the UK?
No.
Okay, let me check. I think it's 80 million maybe, but I'll check in Google very quickly. Let's see.
56 million.
56, 65, 66. Yeah, I checked it. Yeah, 66. Okay, so so in the UK, 66 million people live in the UK. So it means one person every 3 minutes dies. Do you think this is a small number or a big number, Rashid?
Big number.
Okay. Okay. Any other surprising information here?
Some people eat about 50 kilograms of salt.
Some people eat about 50 kilograms of fat. Where is this? Is it in the beginning?
No, it's down.
The point.
In the points? Maybe I didn't read it. Where is it?
No.
The lose some weight, overweight people have more attack. Red. Which point is this, Abra? Point 1.
Yes.
Is it point
No,
1?
down.
Down?
No.
3, 4, 5.
Down, yeah.
5.
It's point 6.
Point 6. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Number
5,
5.
6. Ah, you mean the number of portions per day, right? Is this what you're surprised about?
Number 5, teacher.
5?
Not
5.
Overweight people. Overweight
5,
people
yeah.
have. This is 5. Salt. Are you talking about salt?
Yes.
Yes.
Salt. Okay, I think I didn't hear you
people.
well. Salt. Okay. So yes, you think most people eat about 6 grams of salt. But do you think they because they I mean, do you think it's hard to eat 6 grams or not hard to eat 6 grams? What do you think? Do you think it's hard?
Not hard.
Yes.
I think it's if you're going to eat them together at one time, maybe hard. But if you eat them across the day, for example, in the mornings you eat some olives, right? After that you have some cheese. Maybe in the afternoon you have some gargoush, right? Gadid. And then at night you have some feta cheese. You know the white salty cheese? Feta. You know that? The Greek cheese, feta. I think you'll have 10 grams. If you do that, you'll have 10
Maybe
grams.
Maybe more.
Maybe more. And you won't feel it, right? So I think it depends. If you eat it at once, yes, it's too much. But if it's divided over the day, maybe you don't notice. You eat it and you don't notice it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is surprising. I think. Yeah.
Yes. I'm surprised also about red wine. The 1 glass is very good for your heart. That's so surprising.
Yes, they say because of the effect of antioxidants and the small amount of alcohol together in small quantities, it's good. But most doctors maybe they don't. I don't think they advise it because it's an addictive substance. You know,
Yes.
1 glass becomes 1 bottle, becomes 2 bottles, becomes you become an alcoholic. That's, I think,
Yes.
the danger here with the last advice, maybe.
Yes.
Okay, but this is good information, how to take care of our hearts, right? And how to stay, how to have healthy hearts, how to have a healthy heart. Okay, now let's do a little bit of grammar here with exercise number 3. So here we have imperatives. Imperatives. Let's talk about imperatives. It says we often use imperatives to give very strong advice. Okay, so imperatives, they are like advice, but they are very strong advice. So look at these examples, look at these sentences and answer the questions. So the first one, stop smoking, don't eat a lot of salt. Okay, so these are our 2 examples. Let's put them in a box so we can answer some questions about them. Is the positive imperative the same as the infinitive? What do you think? This question. Let's look at the positive imperative. So here we have the positive. Where's the positive imperative and where's the negative imperative?
The number 1, stop smoking a positive imperative.
Okay, that's correct, yeah. So stop smoking, this is the positive imperative. Where's the negative imperative?
Yes. Don't eat a lot of salt.
Okay, so this is the negative imperative. So is the imperative the same as the infinitive or not the same?
The same.
The same, right? Because if you use infinitive directly, for example, write, if I say write your homework, right? So if I say write, so if I say write on its own like this is infinitive. And if I add to it something, write your homework, then I have an imperative sentence. And to make an imperative sentence, all we need to do is just use infinitive, right? نبدأ بالinfinitive and that's it, right? We don't use anything else. What about the negative imperative? What do we do to make a negative imperative?
Auxiliary.
We add the auxiliary.
Yes.
The auxiliary don't. We just put don't.
Doesn't.
Yeah, I think we can only put don't here because we're using the infinitive. يعني مع infinitive do don't بس صح ولا؟
Yes.
Yeah. So we just put don't, right? Okay, so you can see imperatives are very easy to make and very easy to use, right? But I think they are very strong. Do you know what they mean? Do you know what it means when we say very strong? It means you can't use them all the time. I mean, if you're a mother and you have children, of course you can use it normal. Clean your room, eat your lunch, wash your hands, brush your teeth. But in everyday language, maybe it's hard with other people, right?
You can repeat the number 1.
Okay.
Number 1.
You mean stop smoking here? Okay.
It's the positive imperative.
Okay, positive imperative, Abdurrahman. We just put the infinitive, that's all. مجرد نستعمل infinitive يصبح عندك imperative, أمر. من غير أي without adding anything. Just put the infinitive. The problem with imperatives is imperatives are very easy to make. يعني استعمالهم سهل جدا. تحط الانفينيتيف وتحط معاه حاجة صح؟ يعني الموضوع سهل جدا الصراحة. لكن المشكلة وين؟ قال لك to give very strong advice. So this means you can't use it all the time. You get the idea?
Yes.
يعني حتى المواطنين مثلا النيتيفز في بعضهم ما يستعملوش فيها. يعني حتى الطبيب نفسه عادة بيتفادى استعمال الامبيراتيفز لأن فيهم نوع من الأمر. عرفت؟ يعني فيهم نوع من ما فيش حد يحب من يأمره أكيد. حتى الأطفال ما يحبوش أمهاتهم يقولون go clean your room, eat your lunch, do your homework. You get the idea?
Yes.
They're too hard. Nobody likes to hear imperatives. Do you get the idea? Nobody likes it. So what they do in English يلطفوا فيها شوية. يبدوا يستعملوا should or shouldn't. Do you get the idea? So maybe your doctor maybe he will say you shouldn't smoke. It's very bad for you. هي طبعا you shouldn't smoke هي المعنى بتاعها تلقاني stop smoking، لكن هو بيلطفها لك شوية، بيقول لك you shouldn't smoke. بيكون هي polite شوية يعني معك. فمشكلة الامperatives they're easy to make لكن ما همش polite، يعني ما تقدرش تستعملهم إلا زي ما كتب لك هنا. Very strong advice فقط. لو عندك very strong advice maybe هي حكاية حياة أو موت زي stop smoking, don't eat a lot of salt, especially if you go to your doctor وممكن أنت تدخن هلبة وتاكل هلبة ملح، مرات يقولها لك هيك على طول stop smoking, don't eat a lot of salt. Okay. السياق هذا ماشي الحال.
The doctor is very aggressive, I think.
Maybe if your doctor is aggressive ولا مثلا كارهك شوية maybe he will say this to you. Yes. لكن ممكن موعد لو ممكن يستعمل لك shouldn't يحاول يكون ألطف شوية. This is the idea, okay? So in number 4 here, it says write 5 tips on how to get fit. Use positive and negative imperatives. Okay. So here let's write a plan. Imagine you have a friend and your friend maybe has an unhealthy lifestyle, is overweight, maybe eats bad food, and he wants to become healthy. Okay, so let's think of 5 useful tips to help this friend become healthy using positive and negative imperatives. Okay. So first one is, for example, walk to work. Don't use a car. Walk, right? Or walk to school. Another advice is don't sit and watch TV every night. Can we think of another advice? Let's see. Where's Selma? Are you there?
Do
Yeah.
exercise.
Do exercise. Let's write this one. It's easy and it's important.
Don't
Don't eat fried food.
Don't eat fried food. Good. Don't
eat at night.
Maybe don't eat at night. This is also good. Don't
Go to the gym.
at night. Go to the gym. Abdullah, can you think of some advice? Some advice to get healthy.
Go to mosque.
Stop eat snacks.
Stop
Go
eating
running.
snacks. Stop
Brush
eating snacks.
Brush your teeth after you eat.
That's also correct. To keep your teeth healthy, brush your teeth after you eat. Also important to take care of our. Don't sleep late.
Yes.
Don't sleep late. Also good advice. Yes, Abdurrahman.
Go running.
Go running. That's good advice. Bit hard, but good. Go running. Abdullah, can you hear us? معنا Abdullah?
Don't eat apple. An apple.
Don't eat ولا eat.
Don't eat.
علاش غير هالأكل؟
Don't eat
Apples, are they good or not good? Abdullah, what do you think? هل نقولوا eat ولا don't eat an apple? What do you think?
عاود ما سمعتك.
اوكي قلت لك يا عبد الله الابلز كويسات ولا مش كويسات الابلز؟
لا ما أنا كويسات.
ما بالعكس الابلز كويسات، علاش مش كويسات؟ انت ما بتحبش الابلز؟ ابلز تفاح ولا تقصد انت؟
ايه
التفاح مش كويس صح ولا لا؟ يعتبر باهي للصحة.
إيه
معناها أنت بتنصح أن ياكلوه، المفروض مش أنك بتنصح ما ياكلوش شيء. right؟ معناها المفروض لو بنقولوا apples بنقولوا مثلا eat apples. أنت بتنصح أن شخص ياكل تفاح. والخضروات بصفة عامة يعني بنقولوا حتى eat fruits.
Don't drink soda.
Good advice. Very good. This one. خلينا نكتب الأولى. Eat more apples. أو بصفة عامة eat more fruit and vegetables. هذه النصيحة العامة. بس apples منهم يعني كويس. Don't drink soda. This is very important.
Don't eat sweets.
Yes. Don't eat sweets.
Don't play video games a lot of times or every day.
Okay, don't play video games for too long. Don't play video games for too long.
Sometimes sweet are good يعني don't eat lots of sweet صح أكثر.
صح كلامك. You're right Abraham. Don't eat lots of sweets. يعني بتاخدي كمية صغيرة مش هذاك الضرر يعني. It's okay.
Don't watch movies.
Why not?
Because when you watch a movie, you will go to the kitchen
and have a snack. انت قص الموضوع من جذوره. انهي لا don't go out of your room. خلاص نسكر على روحنا وندير شيء كذا. but maybe نقدر say don't eat while watching movies. لأن مش حتحس باللي تاكله.
or while reading.
While watching or while
you or doctor or while watching على طولك.
حتى على طول while watching عادي. This means don't مع في نفس الوقت معناها لا ما تديرهاش. Okay, of course we have more. يعني في هلبة نصائح ثانية ممكن نضيفها. These are good examples. These are some good examples. Okay. So yes.
Fasting.
You can say try fasting or try fasting, or you can say fast 2 days a week. مثلا جرب الصيام. This is also fast is also a verb. تقدر تستعملها كفعل يعني. Fast بالطريقة الثانية تعتبر infinitive. Fast 2 days a week معناها صيم يومين في الأسبوع. استعملناها كinfinitive. Okay, so fasting. Okay, so it's clear here, I think. Compare the sentences. No, it's not important because we did it together. Okay, let's move on to our next point. Here, let's talk a little bit about frequency expressions. I think we talked about them before. We talked about frequency expressions before. Hello, can you hear me? صوتي واضح?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. So here, let's talk about frequency expressions. Okay. Okay. Can you see the book? الكتاب هل
No.
Okay, just a second. صار له شكل stuck. Okay. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about frequency expressions. Remember in the beginning of the course when we talked about adverbs of frequency, when we say I always do exercise, I sometimes do exercise. Do you remember?
Present simple.
Yeah, with present simple, exactly, yes. And we used adverbs of frequency, always, sometimes, often, never. Do you remember?
Yes.
Yeah. Here we're going to talk about frequency expressions. هم متعلقات نقدر نقولوا صغار عمهم يعني قراب نفس الفكرة. Here, of course, when we use frequency expressions, we say how many times or how often we do something. So, for example, if you exercise, مثلا زي عبد الرحمن قال I play football. لو نبي نعرف قداش يعني تلعب كورة, I'll say how often do you play football, عبد الرحمن? How often do you play football?
3 times a week.
Very
or
good.
4 times a week.
Okay, so you can say I play football 3 times a week. فهذه استعمال 3 times a week هذا يعتبر frequency expression, يعني تعبيرات تدل على التكرار. هي هذا معنى كلمة frequency, تكرار, expression, تعبير. This is the idea. So if you say 3 times a week, 2 times a week, once a week, every week, all of this will tell the listener, it will tell him or tell her, how many times do you repeat something? This is the meaning of how often. So in Arabic, what does it mean if I ask, how often do you play football? What does it mean in Arabic?
كم مرة؟
بالضبط, كم مرة ولا كل قداش ولا هيك يعني الناس اللي قداش تدير فيه الشيء هذا, right? كم مرة قداش تلعب كورة, ممكن كم مرة أحسن يعني. So this is the meaning of how often. Very good. Okay, now it says here, look at the frequency expressions in bold in the article, then fill in the gaps. Okay, so we only have 3 gaps. Let's go to the article very quickly. Let's check the 3 gaps and let's fill them here. All right, can you see the bold words here?
Yes.
What do we have?
Verb expression.
Yes, we have frequency expressions.
4 times a week.
4 times a week.
Once a week.
Once a week.
Once a week.
Twice or 3 times a week.
Times a week.
And the last one?
Every day.
Correct. That's it.
Every day.
So let's write it. We have once, and we have 2 and 3 times, and 4 times. Once, 2, 3. Let's write them. So we have once a day, twice. Is it twice a month?
Twice or 3 times a week.
Twice a week.
Twice or 3 times a week, yeah. So it's twice or 3 times or 3 times a week.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And then we have every day.
Every day.
Correct.
Every day.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So here in part B, here we have the questions. It says how often we use how often to ask about frequency. Frequency زي في الفيزياء, ما نعرفش اللي قاري فيزياء منكم. الفريكونسي التردد, مش لما قريت الأمواج تكرار. تردد التكرار, كم مرة تكرر في الشيء. So it's the same. We also use it as المرة اللي فاتت لما درسنا قرينا الادفيربs والadjectives. So for example, if I say I play football frequently, what does this mean? I play football frequently.
مرار يعني.
بالضبط. بتكرار, باستمرار, frequently.
مرارا.
Yeah, مرارا, تكرارا, باستمرار. This is the meaning. And we can also use it as an adjective. We can say my uncle is a frequent visitor. What does this mean? At our house.
ديما يجيهم.
Yeah.
يعني يجيهم يعني.
زائر متكرر يعني.
ديما يجينا زائر متكرر ديما عنينا ديما يزور فينا ديما يجي. So we can so frequency is the noun, frequently is the adverb, frequent is the adjective. فيستعمل فيهم بصيغاتهم كلهم يعني. هذه الأصل الكلمة يعني قصتها. Okay, now let's make number 1 here in part question number 5b. Let's put them in the correct orders and then let's answer them. So the first one here it says number 1. Let's choose some. Najat, would you like to do number 1, please? Here in part B. Put it in the correct order here. Can you see it, Najat? Okay.
How often do you go to the theater?
That's it, yes. How often do you go to the theater? Good. How often do you go to the theater? Okay, let's see someone. Abdullah, can you do number 2, please?
What?
Here, question 5, part B, number 2.
Your brother في رقم 5 صح؟
Yes. انت تو عليك ترتبها. You need to put it in the correct order. سؤال رتبها.
How
اوكي عبد الله اسمع زميلتك حتقرا السؤال الاول. اوكي شوفها كيف تدير السؤال الاول حتديرها بنفس الطريقه. اوكي نجاة, can you please repeat number 1?
We start with the question word how often.
Okay.
How often do you go to the theater?
It's very nice. Yes. How often do you go to the theater? Yes. Okay, so number 2, Abdullah. معنا عبد الله تسمع فينا؟
how often does your brother?
Yes, good.
ايه نسمع فيك.
نسمع فيك.
تسمع فيا.
نسمع فيك.
How often does your brother your phone?
Okay, phone you. Very good. صح. How often does your brother phone you? How often? phone هني طبعا British English مرات يقولوا phone مرات يقولوا call. هي نفس الشيء. call you, phone you معنى واحد. مرات الإنجليزي يحبوا كلمة phone. Okay, so how often does your brother call you? How often does your brother phone you? Very nice. Okay, where's Abrar, can you do the third one, please? Number 3.
How often did you visit your grandfather?
Good, nice. Yes. How often did you visit your grandfather? Okay, very nice. Okay, now let's answer these questions. For example, خنغيروا theater. معناش حنقرأ theater. Let's change it with another word. Okay. And Abdurrahman, I'd like you to ask. You can ask anybody you want this question. The first question, question number 1. Ask anybody you want. You can choose anybody you want, and just change theater because we don't have a theater. Change it with something we have in the video.
How often do you go to work or university or school?
Okay, good. How often do you go to university, for example, or to work? Okay, who do you want to ask, Abdurrahman? Okay, let's Rashid, you can answer this question. Can you repeat your question again, please, Abdulrahman?
How often do you go to school?
Yes, Rashid. How often do you go to school?
Rush.
3 times a week.
Good answer. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Hanan, can you ask the second question? Ask Samiha the second question, please.
Okay. How often do you go to the bank?
I didn't hear you.
Can you repeat it again?
What?
Repeat the question, Hanan.
How often do you go to the bank?
To the bank.
How often do you go to the shopping?
I go 4 times a month.
Okay. Is this the bank or shopping or go shopping?
Shopping, of course.
Okay. So I go. هو طبعا سؤال المفروض ما فيش to. How often do you go shopping? غير to. How often do you go shopping? It's a good question. How often do you go shopping? I go shopping 4 times a month. Okay. So these are just examples. I just want to use them. But here you can use them for anything. يعني طبعا تكلمنا عليه نوعا ما الموضوع هذا ممكن استعملناه مع adverbs of frequency استعملناه أكثر. بس يعتبر ضمن present simple. قاعد تابع على present simple الكلام هذا. Okay. So whenever you want to ask someone how many times they do something, you can use how often. Okay. So this is the easiest way للسؤال على التكرار على الأشياء المتكررة. Okay, so here in number 6 we have some examples and أمثلة أكثر, so we can ask each other these questions. All right, so now we have some listening. We have a nice story. So it says here, listen to Mr. Taylor at the doctor's. All right, is he healthy, do you think? And why or why not? So we're going to listen to Mr. Taylor. He's at the doctor's office, and we want to find out, is he a healthy man? If he's healthy, we want to say why. If he's not healthy, of course, we want to say why. Okay, so let me go to the listening. Okay, listening, CD3, 10.1.
Face2face Elementary, CD2, recording 4.1.
Hi.
Okay, we want CD3. Okay, here it is.
Face2face Elementary, CD3, recording 9.1.
The train was late.
I'm in.
1. Hello, this is Alan Wick's voicemail.
Sorry, but the person you called is not available. Would you like to meet for coffee after work?
Call you back?
Can I speak to Rob, please? Hold on a moment.
I eat a lot of meat and vegetables, you know.
Okay, here it is. Again, very quickly, let's check the question. We want to know if Mr. Taylor is healthy or not. He's having a chat with his doctor, okay? So this is our question. Let's listen. Let's find out.
How much do I weigh?
93 kilos.
Really?
Yes. Do you do much exercise?
No, not really. I go swimming about once a month, that's all.
And what do you usually eat?
I eat a lot of meat and vegetables, you know, business lunches, but I sometimes have salad. And we eat a lot of pizzas at home.
And do you usually eat red meat or chicken or fish?
Ooh, I suppose I eat red meat about 4 times a week, and we usually have chicken on Sunday.
Do you smoke?
No, I don't. I gave up 2 years ago.
That's good. And what about alcohol? Do you drink a lot?
No, not much.
Do you drink every day?
Yes, but only 1 or 2 beers. And maybe a glass of wine with a meal.
Well, your diet's not too bad, but you shouldn't eat so much red meat. Have chicken or fish instead. It's better for you. And I'm not sure about all those pizzas.
Okay.
And you should do more exercise, maybe 3 times a week. But you probably know that.
Yes, I'll try.
Right. Let's listen to your heart.
Okay. Okay, what do you think? Do you think Mr. Taylor, is he a healthy man? Is he healthy?
No.
No.
Unhealthy.
Not healthy? Unhealthy? He's unhealthy?
Yes.
Yes.
Why? Why do you think he's unhealthy?
Healthy.
He's
But,
healthy? He's healthy? Hannah, you think he's healthy?
Yes.
Why?
He don't smoke.
He doesn't smoke?
Doesn't drink wine.
He does or doesn't?
Doesn't. Just one glass.
Just one glass?
2 beers.
But he also said beer, not just wine.
Does
Not
eat
with
vegetable?
meat.
He eats vegetables.
He eats meat for
4 times
in a week.
Yes. Is this good or not good?
Good.
Not good.
I don't know. Maybe for his age, I don't think he's a. Do you think Mr. Taylor is old or young?
Quite old.
I think he's quite old.
Old.
Yeah, I think he's old. Maybe 4 times a week is not good for someone old. Maybe for a teenager, fine, that's good. Or maybe for children, that's very good. But I think for someone a bit old, maybe not very good. Do you remember the advice, Hanan, from the article? What does it say about meat?
Once weekly, I think.
Yes, I think for adults, maybe once a week is enough, right?
Yeah.
So maybe 4 times a week is not very, very good.
Not.
In Libya, it's good if you eat even twice a day meat, or 3 times a day. No problem here in Libya. But I think in the UK, maybe not very good advice. but هنا عندها نقطة العلم. هي حتى الدكتورة ما قلت لها your diet is not too bad.
Not very bad.
يعني ما هوش بكل unhealthy هو. لكن مشكلته مش في الماكلة. What's his problem? His real problem.
Weight.
His weight.
Exercise.
And exercise. Very good.
Weight, yes.
Yeah. These are his 2 big problems. And alcohol. Yes.
Alcohol, yes.
يقدر ينقص يكون خير أحسن. Maybe. But there's another thing I think she talked about. ما قلتلاش على قتلة. What did she talk? What did she tell him? His doctor.
Pizza.
A pizza.
Pizza. Too much pizza. She said too much pizza is not very healthy because too much salt. Pizza has lots of salt and cheese, lots of fat, lots of carbohydrates. Yeah, it's not very healthy. Okay. Okay, let's listen again. كنت أكتب شوفوا إجاباتنا.
I eat a lot of meat and vegetables. How much do I weigh?
93 kilos.
Really?
Yes. Do you do much exercise?
No, not really. I go swimming about once a month, that's all.
And what do you usually eat?
I eat a lot of meat and vegetables, business lunches, but I sometimes have salad. And we eat a lot of pizzas at home.
And do you usually eat red meat or chicken or fish?
Ooh, I suppose I eat red meat about 4 times a week, and we usually have chicken on Sunday.
Do you smoke?
No, I don't. I gave up 2 years ago.
That's good. And what about alcohol? Do you drink a lot?
No, not much.
Do you drink every day?
Yes, but only 1 or 2 beers. And maybe a glass of wine with a meal.
Well, your diet's not too bad, but you shouldn't eat so much red meat. Have chicken or fish instead. It's better for you. And I'm not sure about all those pizzas.
Okay.
And you should do more exercise, maybe 3 times a week. But you probably know that.
Yes, I'll try.
Right. Let's listen to your heart.
Okay, so let's answer the questions now. So how much does he weigh?
93 kilo.
Correct, yeah, he weighs 93 kilos, that's correct. And it's not what about how often does he exercise? How often does he do exercise?
Once a
time.
month.
Yeah, so once a month, right? So he goes swimming once. He said once a month, right?
Yes.
So he goes swimming once a month. How often does he eat red meat?
4 times.
4 times a week.
Correct. 4 times a week. That's correct. And when did he stop smoking?
2 years
ago.
Yes. 2 years.
2 years ago.
That's correct. He stopped 2 years ago. How often does he drink alcohol?
every day.
Every day.
Yeah, every day. He
That's right,
he drinks every day.
Every day.
What advice does the doctor give him? What did she tell him?
3 times a week.
Do
Can you
more
remember?
exercise.
Do more exercise. She said yes.
Stop
Do
eat
times.
red
3
meat
a week.
and eat chicken.
correct.
Week time. 3.
Yeah, she said do more exercise. This is the first
3
thing.
times a week.
What else did she say?
3
Don't stop
times.
pizza.
Pizza.
Yes, eat less pizza. Eat less.
Eat fish.
Yes.
Eat chicken.
Yes, eat chicken and fish. Eat chicken and fish instead of red meat. بدل red meat. Yes. Number 4. Did she say anything else? I think that's it, right? أعتقد هذه النصائح اللي قلتهم. Okay. All right, okay. So now let's check the next part. Let's talk a little bit about should and shouldn't. طبعا متعلقات ببعض الموضوعين should and shouldn't مع الامبerative لأن غرضهم واحد. Both of them are used for advice. Okay. So both of them are the same. They're used for advice. But maybe imperatives too strong. You can't use
Very
it.
strong.
Yeah, too strong. Should and shouldn't are maybe a little better. All right, now it says here in number 8, it says we use should and shouldn't to give advice. Look at these sentences and choose the correct words in the rules. and then we can check the summary, okay? So let's check the rules here. All right, so the first example, it says you shouldn't eat so much red meat and you should do more exercise. Okay, the first point. Let's see, Hannah, can you read the first point and tell me what's the right answer?
We use should to say something is a good, bad thing to do.
What's the correct answer, good or bad, when we say should?
We use should to say something is good. Good.
Okay, yes. All right. Where's Abdullah? Can you do the second one? Second point, Abdullah, can you read it?
We use shouldn't to say something is a good thing to do.
A good or a bad? Which one do you want to choose? أنت عليك تختار. You need to choose one of the answers, good or bad. Which one? When we say shouldn't. Can you read the example? Let me show you the example, Abdullah. Can you read this one?
You shouldn't eat so much red meat.
Okay.
And
so here
you should do more.
Okay, let's focus on shouldn't. When we say you shouldn't eat so much red meat, is a lot of red meat, is it good or not good? A lot of red meat. A lot of red meat, is it good or not good?
Good.
Not good, Abdullah. حسب النصائح الطبية, too much red meat, not good. Okay. بس شو معناها بالعربي الجملة دي كلها؟ You shouldn't eat so much red meat.
يجب عليك انك ما تاكل.
صح.
لحم.
بالضبط. يجب عليك ان لا تاكل زي ما انت قلت. ما دام الدكتوره قلت لها يجب عليك ان لا تاكل، هل معناها كويس لي ولا مش كويس لي؟ ما دام قلت لها المفروض ما تاكلش. شنو رايك؟
لا ما كويس.
Okay, معناها should we choose good or should we choose bad? We use shouldn't to say something is good or something is bad. What do you think?
Bad.
Yes, bad. So if your doctor says you shouldn't do something, it means it's not good for you. So if the doctor says you shouldn't smoke, you shouldn't eat too much red meat, you shouldn't sit in front of the TV too long, you shouldn't stay late, you shouldn't. أي حاجة الدكتور بيقول لك shouldn't في الغالب it's not good for you, it's bad. في الغالب bad. All right, last point here. Okay, Rashid, can you read the last point, please, Rashid?
After should and shouldn't, we use the.
Do we use the infinitive or infinitive with to? Check the example. خلنا أشير لك على الverb. Take a look. شوف الفعل اللي بعد should و shouldn't. شنو Did we use infinitive only or infinitive with to? What do you think, Rashid?
Infinitive only.
That's correct. Yes.
But verb, I think, Doctor, we should to add to.
With what do we add to? With to or without to?
Some verbs with to.
Yes, but with should and shouldn't. هو التركيز على should و shouldn't. سؤال كان. Okay. After بالنسبة لشد و shouldn't الفعل اللي يجي بعدهم. The verb after should and shouldn't. كيف حيكون؟ هل حيكون في الانفينيتيف ولا حيكون في الانفينيتيف؟ Do you get the idea?
About the verb. Yes.
احنا لو ندوش بصفة عامة هنا نسميها ندوي على should و shouldn't عشان يجي بعدهم.
should نحسب على الفعل اللي بعده يعني.
اوكي. احنا طبعا ندوي على الفعل اللي بعد should.
Okay, so if I say you should go to, or what, like some verbs need to.
لا هذاك عادي خلاص. اللي بعدها مش ما يهمناش احنا عادي صح زي ما قلتي صح. You should go to. عادي احنا ندوي اللي بعد should. هل في should to go؟ هل تجي should to go ولا should to eat؟ You shouldn't to eat مثلا هل تجي أو هل تجي you should to do؟ يمشي لحالك ولا يمشيش؟
should to do. I think no.
No. هي هذه الفكرة كلها. أن اللي بعد should and shouldn't you have to use infinitive. You have to use the infinitive. Okay?
Okay.
الانفينيتيف نفسها عشان يجي معاه ذاك موضوع ثاني. لكن التو مش حتجي مع الشد هي هذه القصة. You get the idea? So if you say you should go to the gym هذا معناه احنا مش ما خالفناش القاعدة ماشيين صح. You should go to the gym. Right? You should go to the gym. هنا التركيز طبعا على اللي بين should و go بس هذا اللي يهمنا. And the rule says any verb after should دائما في الانفينيتيف. We don't use to. اللي بعدها مش موضوعنا فيها وما فيهاش قصة ثانية. Alright?
Okay.
Okay. Now in number 9 it says the doctor gave Mr. Taylor more advice. Okay. So fill in the gaps with should or shouldn't, and then we can check, we can listen to confirm. Okay, so let's start with number 1. What do you think? You eat salad more often. What do you think? Should or shouldn't?
Should.
Okay. Okay. What about number 2?
You shouldn't.
Shouldn't.
Shouldn't. And number 3?
Should.
You should.
Okay. Number 4?
You shouldn't.
Don't get too stressed.
Okay. Number 5?
You should.
Should try to lose some weight.
You should.
Should.
Okay. And the last one?
You should.
You shouldn't.
Should or shouldn't?
You should.
Should.
But why?
Because good things to do.
Yes, it's a good thing to walk to work, right? Okay, now let's check the listening. Let me show you if your answers are right or not. Let's check. Okay, let's listen.
Recording 10.2. 1.
You should eat salad more often.
2.
You shouldn't eat so many pizzas.
3.
You should go to a gym twice a week.
4.
You shouldn't get too stressed at work.
5.
You should try to lose some weight.
6.
You should walk to work every day.
Okay, very good.
Record.
Okay, so you can see it's not hard to use should and shouldn't, right? If it's good,
Yes.
if it's good advice, just say should and use infinitive. That's it. Right? Should plus
Right.
infinitive. You should eat, you should play, you should sleep, you should study, you should. And if it's bad, just use shouldn't plus infinitive. That's it. Okay? So it's not very hard. I think it's easy to give advice. And if you want your advice to be very strong, don't use should.
Imperative.
Use imperative.
Imperative.
استعملوا الانفينيتيف على طول, right? Don't eat a lot of
Yes.
salt. Stop smoking. Stop drinking alcohol. So directly. So this is the difference, okay? All right, very nice. We can move on. We can check our next point. Write 3 more pieces of advice. I think it's clear. Okay, let's move to our next topic. Okay, هذا موضوعنا المرة الجاية لكن نقدر نبدأ فيه. Okay, so in this lesson, we are going to focus on describing people's appearance and character. So we're going to talk about people in 2 different ways. I don't know if you remember from the conversation lesson. We remember that the lesson we talked about only appearance. تذكروا مرة جانا في conversation. كان التركيز على appearance. But here we're going to talk about both. We're going to talk about appearance and character. Of course, when we say character, it means, what does it mean when we say character?
شخصية يعني.
Yeah, it's your personality. Okay.
Yes, personality.
Yeah, so character means personality. It's the same meaning. Okay. So, and what does appearance mean? What does it mean, appearance, when we say appearance?
Look like.
Yeah,
Look
how,
like.
exactly, how you look. Your face, your height. Are you tall? Are you average? Are you short? Are you overweight? Are you thin? Are you fit? Are you muscular? You know, all of this. Your age, are you young? Are you middle-aged? Are you old? All right. So this is the meaning of appearance. All right, let's start with our first exercise. I think we can do the first one. So here in exercise number 1, vocabulary. Okay, they want us to look at the photos. Photos number 1 to 4. Okay, so here we have 4 people. We have Jake, Lily, we have Pete, and what's her name? Zoe. All right, so
Zoe.
Jake, Lily, Pete, and Zoe. So we have 4 people. Okay, it says here, remember their clothes. Okay, let's skip this. Okay, so these are the 4 people, and I think we're going to talk a little bit about them. Now, let's check some of the words here that we use to describe people, to talk about appearance. All of these words we can use to talk about appearance. So, okay, let's read these words. Okay, Samiha, you can read the first box, box A. Can you read them, please?
Okay. Young, middle-aged, old, tall, short, fat, overweight, thin, slim, beautiful, good-looking, attractive, white, black, Asian, bald,
Bald. Bald.
bald. No, new word.
Okay. Does anybody know what the meaning of bald is?
Yes.
What does it mean? Bald.
Have a mustache.
Without hair.
Without hair. Without hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is bald.
Okay.
This is bald.
Okay.
Very good. All right. Okay. Any other words? Are these words clear, or is there any words you don't know? Salma, do you know all of the words here, Salma?
Yeah.
Okay. Abdullah, what about you? These words, are they clear? Do you know all of these words? Do you know the meaning of attractive?
Attractive.
Overweight? معنا عبد الله؟
ايه
هل في أي من الكلمات هل هي مش واضحة في box A؟
bold بس.
Bald. Okay, bald, it means you don't have hair, no hair. بالعربي ايش معناها bald؟
أصلع.
Yes, yes, this is the meaning, yes. Bald, it means you don't have hair on your head. Okay. All right, box B. Abdullah, can you read the words in box B, please?
Blue, brown, green, is, long, short, hair, dark, fair, blonde, gray hair, a beard, a mustache.
A mustache. What does it mean, beard and mustache? Do you know what they mean? Abdullah, beard and mustache?
No.
Abdurrahman, Rashid, do you know beard and mustache?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Abdurrahman, you tell us what the beard is and in English, and then Rashid can tell us what a mustache is in English. What's a beard?
A beard, the hair on the face.
Okay, so all the hair on your face, this is the beard. What about Rashid? What about mustache?
It's the hair under the nose.
Yes, it's the hair under the nose, right? This is your mustache. So in Arabic, Samiha, what's beard and mustache?
لحية والشناب.
Yes, yes. Okay, is it clear, Abdullah? Beard and mustache? Yeah, هو اللحية والشناب, okay? Okay, now we have two ways of talking about these things. I mean, there are two ways to talk about these words in box A and box B. Here in this question, in part B, it says, which groups of words do we use with have got? And which groups
B.
of words do we use with be? معناها بيقصدوا السؤال مطلوب which box أما box نستعمله have got وأما box نستعمله be.
Have got B.
Okay.
Group B.
Okay, and verb to be?
Have A.
Correct, yes. So if I want to talk about Jake, مثلا Jake نقول he's got وإلا بنقوله she's got, and then we talk about them, right? But in box A, we don't use got. We say he is, and we also say she is, right? So for example, if I want to talk about Jake, I'll say he's old, he's tall, he's white, he's black, he's, you know. Okay. All right. Now here, I want you to talk about one person. Let's start with Rashid, okay? Rashid, I want you to talk about one of the people, Jake, Lily, Pete, Zoe, but don't say his name or her name, okay? Don't give us the name.
Okay.
Okay, so describe them and don't say the name, and we will guess.
Young.
Okay, you have to say he's young or she's young.
They're young.
Or you can say they're young. لو بدناش نعرفوا انت تدعي على هي ولا شيء تقدر تستعمل هذه طبعا there. في الانجليزي في قصة الجمع للمجهول احيانا لو ما يبوش يوضحوا مذكر او مؤنث يستعملوا صفة الجمع رغم انه يتكلموا على مفرد لكن يديروا فيها للمنع التحيز احيانا ما يبوش يذكروا يعني مذكر والمؤنث صاحب الشيء او كذا زي نوع من اللفظ الاشاري يعني فمرات يقولوا
تمويه يعني
تمويه نوع من التمويه بالضبط. They came late, they called me at night. بيش تقول هي ولا شيء مثلا.
اوكي.
Okay, and they got. بعدين لما توصل بوكس B تقدر تخلط راشد، تقدر تجي من بوكس A ومن بوكس B مع بعض.
They are young. They are thin. They are white. They are good brown eyes.
They've got brown
they
eyes.
are long hair.
They've got long hair.
They are dark hair.
They've got
they
long,
put 1 kilo مكياج.
Okay, you mean they've got long black, long dark hair. على فكرة لو بتخلط بين طول الشعر واللون دائما الطول قبل. Okay, long dark hair, long black hair, long blonde hair ولا short brown hair مثلا. الطول قبل اللون. Okay. Okay, who is she? Who is Rashid talking about?
I think
Zoe. He's talking about Zoe. Yeah. All right, famous. Okay, let's try someone else. Where's Salma? Are you there? Salma, talk about one of these people, but don't tell us who. Okay. You can talk about them using he is, she is, or you can use they are if you don't want to say he is and she is. And you can say also have got, they've got to describe them. Salma, are you there? Can you hear us? Okay, Salma is not there. Okay, so Rashid, you can, sorry, not Rashid, Abdulrahman, you can describe one of these people. Go ahead.
Okay. They're middle-aged. They're about 40.
They're about 40.
Yes. They're athletic. Or they're thin.
They're thin.
Yes, they're good. They're good. Brown eyes.
They've got
long and long.
You mean they've got brown eyes?
Yes, they've got brown eyes and long hair, long brown.
And long brown hair. Okay, very good description.
Blonde hair.
Blonde hair. Okay. Who is he talking about, or who is she talking about? I mean, who is Kilani talking about? What do you think? Who is Kilani talking about? What do you think, Hannah? على من كان يتكلم؟ مين كان يوصف؟ Jake? You think Jake? Samiha? Who do you think? You think Lily?
Yes.
Okay. Rashid, who do you think Kilani was talking about?
Lily.
Lily?
Yes.
Okay.
Brown
but
eyes,
Lily,
brown hair.
blue eyes, Lily.
Okay, yeah.
Jake, yes.
Okay, so he was talking about Jake.
Yes.
All right. Okay, nice. And Selma, I'd like you to talk about one of these people. Describe them, and don't say he or she is. You can use they are, so you don't say who they are, okay? Selma, are you there? Can you hear us? Okay, you can start.
Okay.
You can use there للمجهول يعني.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. They're be middle age.
Okay, don't use verb to be. انت لما قلتي they are خلاص انت استعملتي verb to be. قلتي are لا. They're middle aged من غير be يعني.
And they'll be
سلمى
tall.
without be.
Okay. They're middle aged.
أنا they're middle aged.
Okay. They're tall.
They're tall.
And
Okay.
they're good.
They're good looking.
Brown eyes.
They've got brown eyes.
Yeah. And they're bald.
They're bald. Okay. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Are they thin or overweight or athletic? معناش athletic are they overweight or thin or slim?
Maybe slim.
Maybe slim. Okay. Who is she talking about? What do you think? Hannah. شنو رأيك؟ إيش رأيك? What do you think? Who is Selma talking about? Abdullah, who is she talking about? I mean, can't تتكلم Selma.
She talking
about who?
Pete.
About Pete. About Pete. What do you think, Kilani? What do you think, Hannah? Is she talking about Pete?
Lily.
She's talking about Lily.
But Lily don't have got don't bald.
She's not bald. Yeah, but Selma, she said the person is bald. Do we have a bald person here? Do we have a bald person? What do you think? No?
No.
Short hair.
Maybe very short hair.
Short, blonde, nice hair.
Selma, who are you talking about? Tell us.
Pete.
Pete. But Pete, is he bald or does he have short hair?
Short black hair.
I think bald.
You think bald? I don't think so. I think he has very short hair. هو قصير صح. But not bald, right? So maybe you can say very short hair. You can say Pete has very short hair. Maybe that's okay. All right. So this is just an example. يعني مجرد أحد الطرق يعني فنقدر نستعمله. He's young, he's tall, he's black, he's white, he's Asian, he's attractive. يعني كلها صفات نقدر نستعملها. وأيضا he's got ولا she's got brown eyes, long dark hair, short black hair, long blonde hair. So you can also use that. He's got a beard. He's got a mustache. So all of these are adjectives we can use to describe a person's appearance. هذا كلهم بتاعته اللي تكلمنا عنه كلهم يخصوا المظهر appearance. Okay?
Okay.
So in our next lesson, we will continue. We'll talk about more of these. So that's all for tonight. Thank you for your time. And I'll see you inshallah next time. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
See you.
See you next time.